So how do you attract more high-performing team members into your network marketing team? Obviously, there's huge benefit from bringing in people that already have a network, skills, trust and rapport with the whole audience, because then when they bring people in, they're going to bring a whole audience with them, and that means huge spikes in growth in your downline. So we all want to have these high-performing team members, and it's also demoralizing, isn't it, when you sign somebody up, they promise a lot, deliver very little. It's frustrating. So here's some guidance on how you can attract high-performing team members. Number one, okay, think about, imagine a mirror, okay? You're stood in front of a mirror. What do you see when it comes to your marketing methods, the way you communicate, the way you're trying to build your business right now? Because if you're using amateur methods, then guess what's going to be reflecting back at you? An amateur in person. Too many times, I see people trying to rush this and jump the gun and almost cheat the system, right? It's like, you know what? I don't want to present myself or brand myself or be a professional, but I want to attract professionals to me. Well, how does that work? Can you imagine if you were somebody that was, let's say, for example, you were wanting to join a professional sports club. You were a professional athlete, you were looking for a professional sports club. And when you went, there was no real infrastructure, no real guidance. It was obviously an amateur setup run by amateurs. You wouldn't want to sign up to that, would you? You'd be like, well, this isn't going to be a fit for me because I'm a professional. I want to advance myself. I want to put my name next to something of quality. This is anything but. So you attract what you are. It's a painful but obvious and often overlooked point that I want to share with you right now. If you were to take a look and a bird's eye view of your marketing, of your appearance, of your communication skills, of the methods that you are or are not using to build your network marketing business, are they the kind that professional people would be attracted to and want to duplicate? Because the way that you bring people in is going to be the way that they try and build the business too, or at least think that's what they've got to do. People will do what you do, not what you say. So if you're bringing somebody in by pestering people at a shopping mall or randomly prospecting with no target market, you haven't built yourself a website, you don't have a sales funnel, you don't have a brand, you're not advertising, you're just willy-nilly trying to cold call people or whatever it is you're using, that person's going to say, well, okay, I like the kind of the concept, but I just really don't like the way that I was approached. I really don't like the way that I would have to build this business, obviously. So there's no way I'm going to take my professional name and my network and plug them into something so unprofessional. That's just not going to work for me. They're thinking that straight away. Do you see that? So start to think about, what can I do then, Richard? Well, start to think about, are you branding yourself? You know, one of the biggest things I did to attract high-performing team members was start to brand myself. I started to create content. I started to take notice of how I appeared on social media. You know why? Because ego counts. If someone has got a large team or a large network of people and they're looking to partner with you, what does that look like to them? Do you know what I mean? Like, you'd be proud to go and announce on social media if you partner with a highly successful business person. You know, Elon Musk wants to work with me. You'd be like, yeah, I want to shout out about that. But if the person was amateurish or crummy, or you'd be like trying to hide that, wouldn't you? Oh, yeah, I'm partnered with them, but you know what I mean? Like an awkward uncle that drinks too much. Do you know what I mean? You'd be like, oh, let's try and invite them at 4 instead of at 2, so people are already leaving when we get them there. It's like a dirty secret. You don't want to be a dirty secret to somebody, right, as that upline. You want to be someone they're like, oh, an Elon Musk, look at this person's website, look at their branding, look at how they approach me. Oh, this is definitely something I can point my network to. Do you see how that works, right? So think about your brand. If I Google you, what do I find? If I go on your social media, what do I see? Do you have a target market? Do you have an offer? Have you got a funnel? Or has everything got to be done over the phone? Because people don't like to use, I don't pick up the phone nowadays at all unless I know the person that's supposed to be calling me. I think I have about 5 numbers in my mobile phone. The rest of the time, people text. Like, my time is valuable. Professional people's time is extremely valuable. The more money you make, the more you realize that what's not going to limit you is your skill. It's the ability for you to apply that skill 24 hours in a day. You got to sleep. You do things with your family that you enjoy. Time. So if you're showing them, oh my goodness, you know, the way we do this is one by one linear growth, they go, sounds like my worst nightmare because I'm already pushed for time. What else could we do? And we've got the branding and social media, we've got the funnel. Also your marketing. Start to learn how to market better. Start to create content such as on YouTube, such as a podcast, such as on your social media. Have a group, have a network, do these kind of things, right? These are all suggestions that you can work on that will really start to impact the caliber of person that says, yeah, you know what, I would be happy to work with that person. That makes sense, right? Second thing, results do count. Well, I haven't got any results, Richard. Don't worry, I'm going to solve that next. But results count. One of the first times that I was able to sign up somebody who was much better than I was in this industry was when getting on leaderboards. Okay, I got on a leaderboard and all of a sudden the company's pushing the leaderboard, I'm on stage collecting awards. All of a sudden, I suppose it's doing what the first step did. It's establishing me as someone they see value in working with. Okay, Richard's doing well now, so I'm happy to reach out and work with him. So if you can at all, if right now, if you're honest and you say, not really working as hard as I could do, Richard, go all out on the next company incentive or leaderboard that's coming up to just try and get on a leaderboard. At least touch it so you can screenshot it. Just something so you can show people, hey, I'm doing well, I'm moving up. That will count when it comes to people who are results minded. Your results will count. Now there is a workaround of that. There is a solution of that, okay? And that is that results is seen as value, isn't it? It's like if you're getting results, you can probably show me how to get results. So if you have a system in place that you can show people that the system gets results and they can pass these on, they're transferable, so let's say transfer, they're going to be happy to jump in regardless of your results. Do you see that? If, again, I know this because I use this. I signed up somebody who probably might end up becoming my top income earner in my team. I had a system that I was using that had got me good results, but it was getting other people good results too. So we had huge duplication. We had the 4th highest performing team in the entire company, and I'd only been there a fraction of the time of most of the people who were around me. I was beating people who've been there for decades. I've been there for 2 years, got the 4th fastest and highest producing team. So people asking me, how did you do that? Well, I got a system. I have a system that means that if you are a big player and you have a huge network, I can plug all your network into the team with one simple resource. I'm able to actually show those people in a way that I can do the heavy lifting, you can do very minimal, we'll show them all, we'll get them in, we'll get them started in one simple package. And then they're not going to be hitting you up with 50 different questions because we have a support system in place as well. So this meant that there was huge duplication from their network, and in terms of signing people up, getting results, building a team, they now didn't have to do all that digging that they would usually have to do. They're like, I've already dug these trenches to build this network before. Okay, well great, if you come with me, look at this system, now we can actually show them real value in partnering with you, even if their results are better. Because the reason that person joined me, he didn't join me because of my results, his were better than mine, he joined me because he's like, I want that system. I want to be able to, for a change, instead of having to ring people, message people, get them excited, show them one by one, follow up, try and get them in the right order, all the rest of it. I just simply, if you can do something for me that means you do the work one time and we bring a whole bunch of people in and that creates a massive amount of duplication and growth onwards and onwards and onwards, man, I want that more than I want to join someone with better results. Because what's in it for me is the number one question they're asking. So again, if you can build a system, something like, I use ClickFunnels, I have a sales funnel system that I used to use. I had a webinar system that I used to use with them. There's other pieces of technology that you can lean on that will allow you to systemize what you do for yourself, your own numbers, and for your team. In fact, if you want to kind of learn more about how you can systemize a network marketing business, I'd suggest you go to richardmatheru.com/webinar. richardmatheru.com/webinar. You'll find about how I systemize my own sponsoring and duplicated that in my team. I think that's it. I wanted to cover those 3 things with you. I wanted to cover about attracting what you are, the results that you get do count, and how you can offer value and systemize, build some things of your own value so that you can become a much more attractive prospect. What I'm basically trying to tell you here is you need to have something that you can answer the question when they say, why should I join you? There needs to be a strong response. Well, because look at the results I'm getting, or because look at the results my system can get you, or well, look at the branding and marketing that I use. You can be proud to partner with me. There's got to be a reason where they go, you know what? Yeah, I can see tangible value with me partnering with that person. There's a benefit in it for me, i.e. them, right? You see, that's why people do something, to benefit themselves. So as always, I hope this has helped you. Did this benefit you? Like the video if you like the video, so I know I'm on the right track. I can do more for you. Comment if you've got a question. My social media links are in the text area, so I'm easy to find if you want to shoot me a message. As I always like to say, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. And if you want to get more training from me, you're able to go to my website, richardmathrew.com. Thousands of free resources there. Of course, if you're a subscriber, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Have a fantastic day.